down year, and just how did that change maybe your perception of him as a whole?
It doesn't change my perception at all. I think different years you have different talent around you, different coaching. I think change will be good for them from an offensive side. I think they'll figure out how to utilize his skill set. He's a great, talented quarterback, and I think you're going to see that next year.
We've been seeing some high-scoring games here. 28-24 is a little bit more modest.
I mean, you put me under the gun for a second. I haven't. Maybe later in the week I'll change it a little bit, but I still think that's going to be. I think it'll be. It might have been a little low because it's an indoor game. I'm sticking.
Would it have been different calling this game if it was the Cowboys were playing it? Would that have been a different feeling for you at all?
If the Cowboys? No, I think you'd be excited no matter who's playing this game. I mean, for me, I have a job to do, so it's not like you're going to change what you do. I think I played for the Cowboys, so you're always wanting them to do well.
Hey, Tony, what makes Tom Brady so clutch in the last 2 minutes of a football game?
It's a combination. There's no one specific thing. His ability to get to the right play, his ability to throw the football at a very high level, his calmness, his poise, his understanding of just situational and time management, and then just having, all the years of experience under his belt now. It's just, if he has 10 chances, he's going to do it 8 or 9 of them. And then he'll miss one just because the law of the ball bounces weird and funny sometimes. But he's very hard to beat when he knows. To me, when I got older, you basically see the whole game. Now it's the fourth quarter, and you kind of know what they can and can't do. And so you've kind of figured out a little bit of their plan. So you know how to beat it schematically. And so you kind of get into the plays that kind of give them trouble. And it's really hard to beat Tom because he sees the whole game. And now he has that advantage. And then the pass rush is usually just a little bit not quite, as fast as they were early in the game. So you tie all that in, and it's like, good luck stopping him. So he's been doing that his whole career. Where it took me.
I spoke with your former teammate at the start last week. He was telling me that a long time ago you were already saying him that you would like to be a broadcaster one day. Do you remember those days talking with your teammates about that?
Yeah, LP. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do for a long time. I think eventually you kind of start to go that way with your brain once you feel like you're getting close to being done playing. But I really didn't know what I was going to do. That was one of a couple choices. I felt like that was a possibility.
Are you surprised at the social media phenomenon you've become?
You've really become a real breakout star in the series doing these games. What do you make of that? What do you think of that?
Well, I appreciate you for saying it. I don't know. You're trying to do the best you can and make it fun. And hopefully people at home enjoy it. More than anything, I just want you to. If you learn something, I felt like that was always more fun to watch. If you can add humor or make it enjoyable, it's not boring. I mean, it's hard to sit down and watch anything for 3 hours. Everyone's playing on their phone. My wife's on Pinterest or something half the time. So I just know people and human beings, if they're not being entertained in some capacity or learning, I think it's hard to keep their attention. If it's their favorite team, they will. But if it's not your favorite team, you're in and out. So I just want to make people enjoy it.
You dreamed of playing this game forever. To do it now as a broadcaster, does it feel different?
I don't know. I never played in it, so I can't tell you if it feels different or not. But I'm just lucky to be here right now, and lucky to have this position and can be a part of it. I mean, it's a really special event, and it's obviously a big deal, as you can tell.
Can you tell me about Jared Goff and what you think he's up against and how he'll respond in this big game in this season?
I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it'll be difficult for a nurse or anybody when you get into this point. But you calm down. It turns into football, and then it's about the plan and execution. It's like if you can't block a guy on the D line, it's going to be a lot harder for Jared Goff. If they can block him or they can run the football early, it'll open up the play action game, and things will get much easier. So the beginning of the game will be key for both these teams. I mean, more so than other games. Like last week, New England had to get off to a good start. If they got behind in that game, the strength of Kansas City would have played out far differently. So when they got that lead, they were able to play the style that we needed to go on the road and win in an environment like that. In this game, I think it'll be a little bit like that too.
Hey, I know you're up in the broadcast booth, but when you're calling the game, do you picture yourself behind center and be able to see the plays that you're calling ahead
Yeah,
of time?
you kind of see the same thing. I feel like when you're broadcasting, for me, it's like I'm still looking at it from the quarterback's perspective. You start off with personnel, then you go to formation, then you go to the protection side of it. How can you protect? What's the possibilities? And then you're going to situation, and then you go through the one-on-one matchups, personnel, and then you start going into mannerisms, and then you think about like schemes of the history of those coaches and what they could or couldn't call based on down and distance and where they're at, time, all that stuff.
Have you heard any complaints that you're spoiling plays for people?
Not much. I don't think I'm really doing it that much. I brought out a little bit of the communicating before the play last week. I toned it down a little bit this year, but I brought it out last week for whatever reason. So
did you tone it down earlier in the year and now you brought it back?
I don't think you want to do anything every time. You don't want to be. I feel like you don't want to do the same thing over and over, whatever that is, just to make it more enjoyable. So sprinkle stuff in. You try and use your knowledge to help you.
Have you ever been hesitant when you know a play's going to happen to not say it?
I've been hesitant. I would say I've not said it, just because it's like anything. You just want to make the telecast enjoyable. So there's like that line that you just want to hopefully make it a fun watch.
What have you heard in terms of criticism on what you've done?
The Rams offense, I think could give you to New England's defense with this matchup and how they play.
Rams offense?
Offense can give New England those problems. What about?
Well, the Rams are unique. They run a very condensed offense, which means they will put guys, all 11 will be near the tight end position, if that makes sense, and they'll motion from there quickly. There's a lot of very quick motion that you have to defend the field horizontally and vertically, and it's from condensed down formations. And so it's a little different style of football. You can block from there very easily. You can get up on the safeties. You can get extra hat and defenders. Instead of spreading everyone out like a lot of teams do in the league, and then you motion the guy down, they start in a very tight formation. And it's just different. And there's ways to really gain advantage from that, and there's ways not to. I'll get into that later. Tony,